Hi, my name is Quinn from HealthAge International. Welcome to my presentation on the Intergenerational Self-Help Club, or the ISHC, and its community-based disaster risk reduction and climate change component, which aim to empower communities to take lead in community-based disaster risk reduction and climate change in Vietnam. My presentation will be in 6 parts, which aim to show how low and low-middle income countries like Vietnam can enhance communities' capacity to help themselves with the resources that the country have. Part 1. Population Aging. Vietnam is rapidly aging and has one of the shortest transition periods from aging 10% to age 20%. In fact, it is faster than China or Japan. Part 2. The Intergenerational Self-Help Club Development Model, or the ISHC. The ISHC is a development initiative that provides control of the development process, resources, and decision-making authority directly to the community groups. The underlying assumptions of the ISHC development models are that communities are the best judge of how their life can be improved, and if provided with adequate training, information, opportunities, and resources, they can organize themselves to provide for their immediate and long-term needs and development. Moreover, the ISHC development model is motivated by the trust in people, and hence it advocates for people's full participation and ownership as a powerful force for development. By treating people as an asset and partners in the development process, which will make the model be more responsive to local demand, is more inclusive and cost-effective compared to traditional development models. The ISHC development model is cost-effective and affordable for low and low-middle income countries like Vietnam. It is attractive for young and old, women and men, poor and non-poor. It is dynamic. It's suitable for rural, urban, coastal, delta, and mountainous area. It is replicable, as evidenced by its rapid growth throughout the country. It is sustainable, able to continue to operate and grow even after the funding ends. It is multifunctional, which enables it to meet the wide range of needs and wants of both the young and the old. A typical ISHC has 8 to 12 core components or activity, which is based on the top need of it and community members. Part 3. Older people and disaster risk reduction, or DRR. Why do older people need to be included in community-based DRR? First, they are often the most vulnerable, but they can also make invaluable contributions to DRR initiatives. Yes, older people are vulnerable. They are often less mobile and have poor physical health. They often have special health needs. They often find it difficult to restore their livelihood and home. Many are poor and live alone. They are often at a disadvantage when receiving emergency relief and recovery support. However, older people can also make many contributions to community-based DRR interventions, such as they often have detailed knowledge of the affected communities. Many can share their knowledge on past emergency and how to stay safe. They are often the main carer of vulnerable children and people with disabilities. Many are leaders and are highly respected in their community. In addition, in rural areas, older people are often the only or the largest adult population left in the communities. The two biggest development challenges for the next 50 years are: 1. How to adapt to climate change, and how to respond to rapid aging or population aging. Vietnam has many national targets, such as for aging, at least 6,500 ISHC by the end of 2025 from Decision 1336. For community-based DRR, mainstreaming community-based DRR in at least 11,000 communes and wards by 2030 from Decision 553, and has many similar national targets for gender, ethnic minority, person with disabilities, and others. But with limited funding, Vietnam should combine the national target to make it more affordable and have greater impact, like combining the ISHC and the community-based DRR target as done by HealthAge. National scale-up of community-based DRR has many challenges, such as lack funding and other resources to achieve the target, The current community-based DRR interventions are too expensive. They need to be more cost-effective and affordable. How to be more inclusive, especially the target communities and those that are most disadvantaged. Make it more doable, localizing and simplifying the process, ensuring lasting benefit, having long-term impact. Part 4, mainstreaming community-based DRR in the intergenerational self-help club. HealthAge has developed 18 topics on community DRR, which are community and age-friendly. It has 20 first aid topics and has more than 300 pro-poor, age and resilient livelihood topics. This is a photo of a group work from the community-based DRR training for the ISHC representative. This is a photo of a first aid training. Training of trainers, training the ISSC to become trainers. Disaster preparedness plan developed by the ISSC and community representative. Community DRR map developed jointly by the ISSCs and local authority. The ISSC present the community DRR plan to the communities. The ISHC present their community disaster plan to the local government, conduct regular community-based DRR and climate change communication session or talk conducted by the ISHCs for the community. Community-based DRR and climate change community session conducted by the ISHCs for school students. First aid training conducted by the ISCs for the communities. The ISHC using their own fund to support the local authority to make and set up early warning system. The ISHC used their own funding to purchase mobile sound systems to improve the community early warning system. The ISHC volunteer conduct regular home visits to provide information relating to community-based DRR and other local development. This is the ISHC emergency buddy system. This ensures the most vulnerable needs are being considered and taken care of before, during, and after an emergency. The ISHC community-based care service taps a large and growing number of people aged 50 to 69 years to become home care volunteers, which is especially important for during and after an emergency. The 50 to 70 ISC members per community can provide invaluable labor contribution to help vulnerable families before approaching typhoon, storms, or floods. The ISHC is very good at attracting a wide range of donations within their communities. The donation can be in cash, in kind, or in labor contribution. The ISHC works closely with the local authority to support communities to prepare for the upcoming typhoon, storms, and flood season by reinforcing community infrastructures. The ISHC works closely with the community to prepare for the upcoming typhoon, storm, or flood season. The ISHC Pro-Poor, Age, and Resilient Livelihood component promote income diversity and resilient activities which lower member risk to disaster. Part 5, Lessons Learned. These are some major lessons learned. The ISHC and the community-based DRR models meet the need of the people and the community. It uses very effective and attractive bottom-up approach. It is able to reach those most at risk, such as the poor, older people, and those that are home and bedbound. It is technically and financially sustainable. It is cost-effective and affordable for low-middle income countries like Vietnam. It is scalable due to the attractiveness and affordability of the model. Mainstreaming community-based DRR in the ISHC is cost-effective, costing only $5,000 per commune. To scale up nationally would only need $30 million. Part 6, Recommendation. Participation. The community needs to play a central role in the community-based DRR and climate change initiative. Multifunctional can bring greater and more lasting changes, highlighting the effectiveness of the holistic approach. Cost-effective and affordable. Innovative and effective community-based DRR and climate change model need to be cost-effective and affordable in order to ensure local ownership, sustainability, and wider replication. More effort should be invested to move community-based DRR and climate change beyond the pilot stage. Thank you.